center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Gordon, following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Mobley wide open. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And ball handlers like Mitchell really elevate your offense. It's his precision passing to pass the basketball at the right time. Really a terrific ability.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Fires the three, and again Denver with the triple.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Kicks it out to Mitchell for Murray. Jokic grabs the miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And Watson has it in the corner. This one for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Jokic passes to Watson. And the three ball is good. Watson's got 9 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closer.
2 minutes remaining in the
Garland against Jokic. Kicks it out to Allen. Offline with his three. The Nuggets leading by 6. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Jokic a screen. Puts it up. Watson's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And here is Garland. Mitchell wide open. Another three for Cleveland.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Murray against Garland. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Denver's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Watson's shot is off. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for Cleveland. There's the drive. Cavaliers moving the ball around. A three from Strus. Sinks the triple.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Watson kicks to Jokic. Watson surveying the D. Back to Jokic. Pass to Watson. To halt the run. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mitchell outside. Allen outside. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Garland, that's for 2. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
On the court for Cleveland, Hunter is out there with Isaac Okoro. And there's Mobley. Then there's Javonte Green. And it's Jerome in at the point. And Stan, here we are watching DeAndre Hunter. What impresses you most about his game?
Well, I like how steady he has been since he came into the league. I like the fact that he's a guy who can make shots but doesn't need the ball a lot. And I especially like, Kevin, that he's just a guy who figures out what needs to be done, and he's willing to do any of it to help his team win.
What a great intangible, right? To shift during a game and, like you said, give the team what they need at that moment. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Pickett. Westbrook passes to Pickett. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Pickett's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Jerome. In the corner, Okoro with it. Mobley finds Strus. Here's Jerome. Shot clock at 6. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 6. There's Porter with the 3. Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Jerome, once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Garland's checked in. Pass to Hunter. Garland with the screen for Hunter. Strus in the corner. No good with the triple. For Denver, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Pickett, guarded by Garland. Lets it go with the 3. Pickett, that's good. Pickett's got 6. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation.
Westbrook kicks to Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Cavaliers leading by 6 from downtown. And another 3 for Cleveland.
He can take over, or Garland able to facilitate.
Pickett passes to Porter. Here's Pickett, guarded by Garland. Takes the 3. It's stolen by Strus. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Cleveland the rebound. Hunter against Saric. Hunter no good. Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
A kick out to Mobley. Hunter the screen. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic just got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's Porter with the 3. Up again. Jokic on the follow. Now just a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
24 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 to shoot. Hunter finds Strus. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Charge a screen on Strus. Here's Pickett.
Amazing. Perfect timing there.
And that 3 makes things just a little more interesting here as we head to halftime. They are not going away.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. Peyton Watson is out there with Sharp. And it's Chanchar in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Strus kicks to Mitchell. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray outside. On the wing, Gordon. To the left side wing. And stolen by Mobley. Now, here's Strus. He's covered by Watson. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Cleveland leading by 7. Right side, Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Strus, that's for 2. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
For Cleveland, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Garland with the screen for Strus. A kick out to Mobley. Here's Mitchell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, look at the draft. It seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 to 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Pass to Chanchar. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Watson for three. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 12.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now, here's Mitchell. 12 points for him. No one covering. Strus has got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it's Gordon missing. The Cavaliers leading by 12. For three, Mitchell. Another three for Cleveland.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop him.
Brown the pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Garland with it. Now guarded by Murray. Back to Garland. Kicks it out to Allen. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Misses the three. The Nuggets trail by 13. To the right side. Brown the pass to Watson. No good on the triple. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cavaliers. Back to Allen. Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. Now Strus. 18 feet away and he knocks it down. Strus has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Now Garland. Strus in the corner. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. That one, no good. And so it's Cleveland. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And if they keep... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson is out there with Hunter. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Jerome in at the 2.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And he trims the lead to single digits. Watson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nuggets. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Outside Garland. Pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Pulls up. High post. Denver grabs the miss. A few possessions into the fourth quarter. Just over a minute played. The kick out to Porter. And here's Watson. Jokic with the screen on Garland. Watson's shot is off. The Cavaliers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Back to Garland. Pass to Hunter. The 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Brown. Back to Porter. There's the 3. Here's Pickett. He takes it in. Now here's Watson out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Pickett no good. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Strus kicks to Garland. In the corner, it's Hunter. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Hunter's got 5 points now this quarter. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. A different look now for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Now, here's Watson. Defense right on him. 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon. That's tipped. From the wing. Pass to Brown. For 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got it back down to within single digits for Denver. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Garland the pass to Mobley. 1:24 left to play in the final quarter. Denver's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Jokic kicks to Watson. Over Allen. And it's Denver scoring again.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
To Mobley, over in the corner, Allen. And another miss by Cleveland. A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Outside for Murray. And a miss there on the triple. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Garland has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Garland feels comfortable from just about anywhere beyond the arc, including that short corner.
And here are the Cavaliers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
Clark?
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Abdia and Freddie Simons out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position. Now here's Watson, just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. And here's Gordon from the arc. It's stolen by Thybulle. Abdia against Gordon. Here's Kamare. Off target from 3-point range. Outside Watson. Jokic in the post. Defended by Abdia. And that one drops for him.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
Simons passes to Ayton. He shoots a 3. Brown grabs the board. And here's Denver. Here's Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. From deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Nuggets on D. It's a 5-point game. Here's Kamare. To the wing on the left. 4-3. Jokic against Ayton. Here's Simons. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
It's Jokic, high post. He's against Ayton. Jokic with a screen on Simons. Murray passes to Brown. 6 to shoot. Gordon on the wing, defended by Abdia. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Portland making a switch here. Henderson's checked in.
Number 11, Scoot Henderson.
Abdia outside from downtown. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
And there's a pick. Watson passes to Brown. Fires for 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Abdia. 6 points for him. There's Simons with a 3. Another 3 for Portland.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of them.
The Nuggets making a switch here. John Char's checked in. And it's Watson missing. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Sharp. Back to Henderson. The shake. Outside Sharp. 4 on the clock. Abdia outside. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Good, fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
This one for three. The offensive rebound. Outside Sharp. Pass to Abdia. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Grant's checked in for Portland.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers. Number 9.
Denver in the lead. Murray up top, defended by Henderson. Outside Watson.
Watson foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. And Klingon pulls it down. Right side Sharp. Fires from deep. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets ahead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Dario Saric is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Portland leading. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Pickett's checked in. It's off his foot. It's being called a kick ball.
Number 24. Defensive violation, kick ball. Substitution on the court.
And Portland has possession. And that one's good. Sharp.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Nails it from 3.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Kamare. Outside for Grant for 3. Henderson, right side. Just 5 on the clock. They shoot again. Here's Sharp outside for Henderson. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Kamara.
First team foul. Into the lineup for the Trailblazers.
Here's Pickett. It's rebounded by Grant. Portland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And that one's good. Sharp. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
Porter from outside, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
It's Sharp on the wing. 3-pointer. On target from range. Sharp's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Saric, a screen on Grant. And here's Porter outside. Portland with a rebound. Now the Blazers moving it up. Let's go with a 3. Sharp, no good. Nuggets trail by 4. Knocked away. Pass to Porter. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Porter's got 6.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
For 3, Klingon. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Here's Pickett, defended by Henderson. Outside Porter. Driving inside. Saric outside. 5 to shoot. Over Sharp. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Grant from the arc. Pass to Klingen. Outside, Williams. And stolen by Jokic. He's all alone. Oh, how about Jokic running the break?
Boy, this is part of the joy of watching Jokic do his thing. This guy has the ability to take over possession.
Oh, nice shot by Klingen.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Here's Saric. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Portland leading by 3. Pickett passes to Saric. Can't tie it up. That one misses. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Oh, Jokic with a block.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Holmes, he's checked in for Denver.
Second team foul. Substitution on the floor.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Porter in the post. Snatched away. It's a one-on-one situation. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down. A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Brown's checked in for Denver. Here's Simons. 5 points in the game. Knocks it down from distance. And now it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
At the line for your Nuggets.
Both shots good from the strike. 5 ticks left in the second. Puts up a 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Shaedon Sharpe making highlights for Portland. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. We'll be right back. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court right now for Portland. Anthony Simons out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Abdia. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Holmes, he's checked in for Jokic. Screen by Gordon. Holmes passes to Brown. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Watson missing.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Here's Thybulle. No good with the triple. And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. Here's Watson. Off target from outside. Trailblazers lead by 5. And he's going for the oop here. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. The 3. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 8. Portland shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Pass to Ayton. It's Abdia on the wing. Defended by Gordon. They grab their own miss. Simons. Here's Kamare, defended by Watson. Spins. Now here's Ayton. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Pass to Holmes. Here's the 3. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Simons passes to Avdia. With the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He's got 10.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And they'll get another chance. Here's Gordon, defended by Avdia. They kick it out to Murray. Screen by Watson. The Nuggets need to get one up for the tie. Rebounded by Kamari.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there. Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Pass to Murray. Back to Watson. Out to Gordon.
2 minutes.
Picked by Holmes. Takes a 3. Gordon can't hit. Trailblazers lead by 6. Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Watson. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Scoot Henderson comes in for Simons.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Gordon, the pass to Brown. Stolen by Sharp. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Tries the spin move. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. They get it again. Outside for Henderson. And there's the screen. Pass to Sharp. Up and over Gordon. Sharp, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Avdia, screen on Murray. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Jordan's checked in for Denver. Tyson comes in for Gordon. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Banton's checked in. Here's Banton. Ayton, a screen on Murray. Pass to Avdia. There's the 3. He drops it from range. Avdia's got 6 in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's Portland. They have a nice 9-point cushion. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Jamal Murray, Michael Porter out there with DeAndre Jordan, and it's Tyson in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Pickett. Tyson, the second chance points on the tip in. Tyson's got his first points of the game.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Banton. Gets the three to fall. Banton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
The putback. It's good on the putback. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Trailblazers lead by 6. It's Sharp on the wing. Avdia left side. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Portland.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Here's Pickett. Fires the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
It's Sharp on the wing. Pass to Reith. Now Graham. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Pickett. Nuggets trail by 7. Outside Murray. Three-pointer. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. To the right side. Here's Pickett. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jordan. And it's Watson in for Tyson. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Ayton, he's checked in for Reith. Kamara comes in for Grant. Thibault, he's checked in for Sharp. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Banton. Again, the miss by Portland. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Outside Porter. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Simons against Murray. Simons passes to Avdia. The 3 is up. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Hey, guys, that shot changes the game. I mean, extended.
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah.
A ridiculous slam!
Yeah!
That was nice.
Insane throwdown right there.
Avdia with a steal. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Avdia. And Denver making a change here. Brown's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Grant's checked in. Nuggets trail by 6. A shot by Brown, no good. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Porter. Here's Watson. Looking to end this cold spell. Now Jokic. Shoots over Ayton. And it's Jokic missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Simons outside, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
A nice shot by Watson. Porter with the steal.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Avdia, right side. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Portland.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes. Porter Jr., what a clutch shot. Stepping up when they needed him to.
Avdia passes to Simons. Jacks up a 3. Brown grabs the board. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Watson. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. here's Simons outside. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And out of bounds. Denver will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Watson to take the lead. And buries it from deep. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. How do you think this is going to play out?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
There's your substitution.
And there is the triple! A big three-pointer! On here, don't start the celebration just yet. They're going to have to take a second look at this one on the replay monitor. This one's over if the original ruling of a basket stands. But we'll see.
The shot attempt is not.
And no, the basket will not count. This game is over.
Oh, my. Talk about a hard...
the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Denny Avdia and Fernie Simons out there with Shaden Sharp. Then there's and it's Kamare in at small forward. Allen a screen on Simon. Garland no good. Simons with the ball. Garland picks him up. Pass to Kamare. From past the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Kamare. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. A three from Strus. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
Here's Kamare, defended by Strus. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Another three for Cleveland.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick and roll game, and he's improved his distance from three. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D. Wade with a better jumper.
Garland left side. Strus setting the screen for Garland. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Just 5 to shoot. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first quarter. At Avdia. Driving inside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaden Sharp. That's his first foul. A different look now for Cleveland. Hunter comes in for Evan Mobley. And it's a Coro in for Max Strus. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. A Coro shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 3. Simons kicks to Ayton. Portland again missing. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Allen, that's good.
Look, if Allen is going to hit that shot, your whole defensive strategy has to change.
Ayton finds Avdia. Simons with the ball. Grant with the screen on Garland. And it's Simons off the drive. Traps in the tray.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Garland against Simons.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Evan Mobley comes in for Jared Allen. And it's Ty Jerome in for Mitchell. The Cavaliers leading by 4. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Jerome passes to Hunter. Hunter sets a screen for Okoro. Pass to Jerome. No good on the three. Garland against Henderson. Grant outside. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer. Grant's got 6 points. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cleveland ahead, leading. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Klingon. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Henderson. Then there's Jeremy Grant, and it's Kamare in at the three slot. Second shot opportunity. No good from Grant.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Portland trailing here. Here's Kamare. Thibault for three. Drills the three-pointer. Thibault's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Hunter against Grant. Hunter kicks to Mobley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Pass to Klingon. Launches it. That's his fourth miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. For Cleveland, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Good on the triple. Jerome's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
He was all alone on that one. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. They set the screen. Kicks it out to Grant. Here's the three. Again, the miss by Grant.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of it.
Again, the miss by Grant.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's the pick. But right by Henderson. Will it go? And it's Grant that time on the assist by Williams. Grant's got 9 points.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
Garland the pass to Hunter. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Henderson kicks to Grant. Grant on the wing. Hands it from downtown. Grant's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Pass to Strus. The wide open look here for Garland. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Garland's got himself on the board with 3 there. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
Jared Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Mitchell comes in for Jerome. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
Well, one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ayton, a screen. Hammeroff. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Cleveland's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Mobley misses. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Drills it from outside. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
In the corner, it's Mobley. Allen dishes to Mitchell. Launches a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got 9 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And here's Garland for 3. The Trailblazers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Pass to Sharp. From the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Sharp's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Trailblazers. Cavaliers trailing. Garland kicks to Mitchell. Off target from outside.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Ayton sets the pick for Avdia. Takes a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Avdia's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
For 3, Mitchell. They grabbed their own miss.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Here's Avdia. Pass to Sharp. And he's good on the 3 ball. Sharp's got 6 in the quarter.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Kicks it out to Allen. Here's Mitchell. Cleveland moving the ball around. The 3 from Garland. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Kamare. Avdia, a screen on Strus. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The Cavaliers again can't hit. There's the triple, and the shot is good. Simons has got his first points in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years, we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks scored by just a third of the NBA's teams. We may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Allen, that's good.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Pass to Sharp. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Allen. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. For Cleveland, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Max Strus. And Portland making a change here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Mitchell outside. And here is Hunter. Mitchell sets the screen for Hunter. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Allen passes to Hunter for the lead. And it's Portland with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Henderson outside. Pass to Grant. Three-pointer. Carries it from three-point range. Grant's got 15.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Garland surveying the D. Hunter kicks to Mitchell. Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell. A kick out to Mobley. Hunter, a 3, sinks the three-pointer. Hunter's got his second basket of the game.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hunter on the wing.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
For Cleveland, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Okoro's checked in for Jared Allen. Max Strus comes in for Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. And then for the Trailblazers, Klingon, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Robert Williams comes in for Avdia. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. For 3, Henderson. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Trailblazer. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got Scoot Henderson. Jeremy Grant is out there with Williams. Then there's Klingon, and it's Rupert in at the 2-guard position. Jacks up a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Portland. Jerome passes to Hunter. And it's all evened up.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Henderson looking it over. Thybulle for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Cavaliers shooting around 41% on the night to take the lead. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 5 rebounds tonight. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Klingon's got his first 3 points of the game.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Garland against Henderson. Back to Hunter. Puts up a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Klingon. Out to Henderson. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A different look now for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Wade. Evan Mobley comes in for Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. Stolen by Mitchell. Over in the corner, Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Garland. The offensive rebound. Mobley wide open. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Drives to the hoop. The kick out to Simon. It's good from long range.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Garland against Simon. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
And it's Ayton missing.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Strus finds Allen. Back to Strus. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Garland. To take the lead. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Abdi on the wing. .116 left to play here in the 4th. Sharp, the pass to Abdi. Up and in on the way. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
They get exactly the matchup they want inside, and it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
Garland with it. Now Abdi defending. Garland kicks to Mobley. The tray. Garland, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Cav. That's not a good look at all.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. Here's Simons. Abdia, a screen on Garland. Mobley against Abdia. 5 on the clock. Kamara. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
A three from Strus. Off target from downtown. Here's Sharp with... Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my.
What a slam!
Gracious. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game.
fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now Denver's starting five. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Strus from outside the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul. Murray from outside sends it home from three-point land.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Allen. Pass to Garland. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 6. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
And here's Jokic outside. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Strus. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Gordon against Mobley. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And here's Strus outside. And Cleveland another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Watson with it, picked up by Allen, stolen by Strus, and pushing it up. Here's Cleveland from deep. Mitchell, rebounded by Denver. Outside Watson, lets it go from deep. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Allen, outside Garland. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Brown. Up again. Mitchell grabs a miss. Cleveland has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Mobley finds Allen. There's the triple. Cleveland again missing. Denver's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Murray passes to Jokic. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one's on Darius Garland.
Such a clever player. Jokic is adept at using his body to get these shooting fouls.
A different look for Cleveland. Hunters checked in for Mobley. Okoro comes in for Strus. And Jerome subbed in for Darius Garland. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Šarić checks in for Nikola Jokic.
In for the Nuggets, number 9, Darius Šarić.
Outside Mitchell. We've got 1:48 left now in the first quarter. Hunter, good.
Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
Murray up top. Pass to Šarić. Picked it. They break out 5-on-3. Here's Jerome. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
Pass to Brown. Will it go? He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Jerome. He's got 5. Fires it from deep. Mitchell. And Cleveland another 3.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
A different look for Cleveland. Evan Mobley comes in for Jared Allen. And Green is subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Najee, he's checked in for Denver. Here's Watson. And the three-pointer goes. Watson's got 6 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Left side, Green. Here's Hunter. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a nice... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Hayden Watson is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Zeke Najee, and it's Murray, and it's Pickett in at the 2-guard spot. Nuggets trail by 9. Outside Murray, knocked loose, out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. Strus, he's checked in for Green. And Denver with a change here too. Westbrook's checked in. Here's Jerome. Outside Strus. Takes the 3. Watson with a rebound. Denver has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Pickett from behind the arc. Oh, and Mobley with the block. And he recovers it. The 3 ball. Cavaliers with a rebound. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Cleveland shooting their first foul shot of the game. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Okoro outside, just 4 to shoot. Strus the pass to Okoro. No good from outside. Nuggets trail by 10. Watson with it, guarded now by Okoro. Pass to Pickett. Back to Najee. From the arc. Offensive board. Second chance effort. Here's Pickett. Off the mark there with a 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Now Hunter. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now here's Mobley. Here's Jerome, defended by Watson. Hunter on the wing. 6 points for him. Ooh, got him with the pump fake. Savvy move there. Hunter's got 8.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Back to Okoro. From deep, Strus gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 9.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Darius Garland, he's checked in for Okoro. And a switch here also for Denver. Strother's checked in. On the wing, Strus.
2 minutes.
Garland looking around. Outside Hunter. Over Porter. Rebound by the Nuggets. To snap the cold streak. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavs. Mitchell comes in for Jerome. And a switch here also for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Najee. Outside for Mitchell. Back to Hunter. Launches it. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Pickett. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown.
Oh, man. I mean, the passing from Jokic is off the charts. Gave his man just a great look.
Mitchell with the ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the basket by Westbrook.
There's no containing Russell Westbrook with that kind of deep post position. Supreme athleticism, great instincts.
Mitchell gets a step. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. That 3's off the mark. Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Jokic. Pass to Strother. Back to Jokic. Thompson with a steal. Hunter in the post. Porter's there. Outside Mitchell. Now Strus. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Strus has got 6 points in the quarter.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And the first half now in the books. Cavaliers ahead, up by 12. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Max Strus. Man, is he getting it done today?
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Shot clock at 5. They set a pick. Mitchell finds Garland. From deep, Mobley. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Mobley. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Mitchell, a screen on Murray. That's tipped. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his third foul so far. Jokic against Allen. Now Watson. 6 points for him. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Outside Mitchell. 4-3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Watson. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Watson's got 9.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Mitchell misses. Nuggets trail by 9. Brown passes to Gordon. Outside Murray. Back to Gordon. Pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. And it's Watson missing. Cleveland leading by 9. From deep, Mitchell. Mitchell completes the transition play.
Boy, how about the blinding speed in transition? Donovan Mitchell, ferocious, attacking in the open floor.
And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. And here's Strus outside. And Cleveland another 3.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Outside Watson. Pass to Brown. Back to Watson. Fires for 3. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, if you let Donovan Mitchell get comfortable shooting the basketball, you're in for a tough night. That's an easy catch and shoot. Now, the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. Left side, Garland. Back to Strus. There's the triple. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Jokic with a screen on Strus. And it's Watson missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Stolen by Jokic. Gordon with it. Picked up by Allen. And it's Watson missing.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
To the middle. Outside for Mitchell. Wide open look. Basket's good. Mitchell's got 13.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
And Denver making a change here. Saric checks in for Nikola Jokic. Najee comes in for Gordon. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Watson. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Brown. Here's Jerome. Defended by Murray. Pass to Okoro. From downtown. Drills it from deep. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 7 points in the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Mobley with it, picked up by Saric. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter. And here's Hunter from the arc. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Cleveland earning this break in the action, up 10. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got Zeke Najee. He's out there with Dario Saric. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Garland, the pass to Strus. Here's Wade. Outside Hunter. Garland with a screen on Porter. 5 on the clock. Here's Hunter. And he can't jam it through. And it's Porter with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 7-point differential. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Okiki's checked in for Cleveland. Shot from the inbound. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Catch and release. Porter Jr. is so quick. Tough to close out on.
Strus the pass to Jerome. Back to Strus. The 3. Okiki down low. He's guarded by Porter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Garland. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And Cleveland making a change here. Allen's checked in. Pass to Porter. Back to Saric. Here's Najee. Pickett passes to Porter. Here's the 3. Hunter with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 7. Here's Jerome with his first shot attempt. Allen, Porter with the steal. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. And here's Saric for 3. Strus grabs the miss. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Pass to Jerome. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Here's Saric. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Max Strus picks one up.
Look at Saric playing games with that defensive player. The pump fake wins him a trip to the line. That is nicely done.
For the Cavaliers, Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Hunter, and Mitchell subbed in for Jerome. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Gordon, he's checked in for Najee. Watson comes in for Porter Jr. Brown's checked in for Strawther. And Murray subbed in for Pickett. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Gordon. Pass to Allen. And here's Strus. Lets it go from deep. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Here's Brown. From the arc. Porter, the pass to Brown. Stolen by Mitchell. And here's the fast break. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Just great awareness from Evan Mobley. Get out in transition, get in front of everybody.
Outside Porter. Launches it. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Mitchell. The 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Porter gets the bucket.
And this is how you execute through contact. Porter Jr. outworking the defense in style.
The Cavaliers lead by 8. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. From deep, Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Cavaliers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
It's stolen. Fast break, here we go. Murray from outside, and the rebound goes to Cleveland. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Mitchell. Misses off the right iron. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires the three. The rebound by Allen. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. 13-point lead. And here's Strus. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. A clean win.
anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the small forward position.
Good adjustment on the inside that time, getting the shot off from Aaron Gordon.
Here's Ayton. And the 3 off target. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Ayton throws it down.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Brown, no good from outside. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep in. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Gordon, the pass to Watson. Here's Brown for the 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Thibault, back to Avdia. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Odd pass to Gordon. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. He just, oh man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And that one's good. Thibault.
Simon's choosing to drop that time instead of forcing his own play.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to catch up with Portland's head coach. Now, I asked him if he has any plan for dealing with the multi-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. He said it's all about balance. If you defend Jokic too aggressively, he'll just kick it out to other guys too softly, and he'll kill you inside. So balance is the key. Sounds like a tough balancing act to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. Murray finds Jokic. Outside Gordon. The 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Simons from outside. No good there. Murray with the defensive effort. Tipped away and stolen by Simons. .146 left to play here in the first. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Henderson's checked in. And Denver also making a switch. Saric checked in for Nikola Jokic. .144 left in the first. They set the pick. Outside, Simon. Just 5 on the clock. They get it again. Ayton kicks to Avdia. From outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
scooped up. Portland shooting their first free throws of this one.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good. Clingan.
And simply put, Donovan Clingan is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Grant's checked in. Now here's Murray. Scoreless thus far. Watson's shot is good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Henderson kicks to Grant. Pass to Kamare. Back to Grant. Here's Clingan. Kicks it out to Grant. And it's blocked by Jordan. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Brown.
2 minutes are allowed to
It's pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the...
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Nuggets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Denver.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Dario Saric is out there with Jokic. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Dropper in at the 2 spot. Sharp on the wing. And the 3 ball is good.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Westbrook passes to Porter. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Henderson kicks to Grant. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Shoots it. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Henderson, no one around him. His 3-pointer's off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 4. On the wing, Porter. Fires for 3. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Henderson, no good. Stolen by Henderson. Now, here's Sharp. He's covered closely. And Scoot Henderson, good for 3. Henderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The drive by Jokic. Sharch finds Westbrook. Sharch with the screen for Westbrook. And it's Donovan Clingan with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Portland moving the ball over. They get it back. Kicks it out to Grant. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Poked loose and stolen by Gordon. On the wing, Porter. The Nuggets with another miss. Portland trailing here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Klingon. Avdia comes in for Williams. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Grant. And it's Simons in for Shaden Sharp. The Nuggets also changing it up. Peyton Watson comes in for Michael Porter. And Murray subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Nuggets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter.
And that's what he's known for, right? His ability to scan the floor and find open guys.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Avdia lets the 3 fly. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Kamara is checked in. Avdia, a screen on Murray. Idle for 3. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Over to the left wing. Watson for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Kamara. Still yet to score. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Thybulle's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Knocks down the 3 ball.
This is how confident Simons is playing right now. He knows how lethal he is off the catch.
Holmes can't get it to go in. Portland leading by 3. Simons, the pass to Avdia. Murray against Simon. Here's Kamara. And the Trailblazers, another 3. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. Back right after this.
26.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Jabari Walker is out there with Grant. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Brown. That's his first foul. Simons kicks to Walker. Simons with the screen for Walker. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Simons up top. He's covered by Murray. And here's Walker outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Trailblazers leading by 9. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Into the lane. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gordon's got 15.
And Gordon shows his ball handling ability there as a bigger forward to get the finish.
On the wing, Walker. Offensive rebound. Shoots the three. Bible. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Fires for 3. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Gordon.
And you want more and more of this from Aaron Gordon. When he plays with an edge, he gets dangerous.
And stolen by Murray. The 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Grant on the follow. Grant's got his first 2 points.
Well, he's so active. You got to box Grant out. When the shot goes up, he'll get to the offensive glass, and he rises up off the floor pretty quick. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Simons, the pass to Walker. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Walker's got his second bucket.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
2 minutes.
Jokic kicks to Gordon.
2 minutes.
This one for 3. The rebound by Grant.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Walker in the corner. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. The Nuggets shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for 8. Avdia comes in for Jabari Walker. Sharp's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Denver also making a switch. Porter's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Grant against Murray. Grant the pass to Banton. Shot clock at 6. And he drops that one in. And it's a 9-point Portland lead. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. There's Porter with the 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
3 points.
Murray's got 5 assists in the game. Portland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Grant with the ball. Watson's there. Here's Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Here's Klingon. Outside, Avdia. 2 on the clock. Sinks the triple. Avdia's got 9.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Here's Brown. Defended by Sharp. Here's Murray. From the left block, he sends it through. 10 points for him.
And Murray getting it going on the inside that time. Around the trees, still scored.
Here's Banton. Kicks it out to Grant. And it's off from three-point range. And stolen by Sharp. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock is at 3. Here's Pickett. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Delano Banton's checked in for Scoot Henderson.
Number 5.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Banton. Pass to Klingon. Here's Banton. And here is Williams. Over Porter. Williams can't get it to go. Over to the wing. Here's Strother. He's covered by Grant. Strother, no good. The Trailblazers shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. Here's Klingon. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 7. By himself. And Holmes throws it down.
Westbrook quick to find the open man that time.
Williams looking over the floor. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Sharp against Westbrook. Here's Banton. A three-pointer off the mark. Denver shooting 47%, pretty solid. Westbrook, no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Williams. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Here's Banton. Hits the three-point bomb. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Thibault on the wing, and stolen by Watson. Murray dishes to Gordon. And here's Jokic outside. Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Drops in the tray off the fast break. And now it's only a 5-point Portland lead.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Back to Thibault. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. The Nuggets trail by 5. Gordon kicks to Watson. And there's the call on Matisse Thibault. That is his first foul of the game. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Watson. Gordon a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Pass to Thibault. Here's Kamara. He's covered by Watson. Back to Thibault. 6 to shoot. Wide open shot is on the money.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
Watson's shot is off. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Jokic passes to Gordon, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Blazers ball.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Pass to Kamare. Jacks up a three. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Kamare misses. And it's Watson with the ball for Denver. Fires from deep. Avdia with the rebound. Simons against Murray. Launches a three. That one no good. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making.
people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at point guard. From deep, Mitchell knocks down the triple.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
There's Simons with a 3. Mobley grabs the board. And here comes Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Mobley outside. With the fadeaway. 5 to shoot. Strus against Avdia. Strus' shot is off. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Simons. And here's Ayton. Ayton, a screen on Garland. Here's Simons. Pass to Kamari from outside the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Growing his passing game. Sharp-nosed, being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Now here's Garland. Outside Mitchell. Mobley with it. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Strus. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Simons against Garland. Outside Sharp. Let's go with a three. And again, it's Portland with a three.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Avdia can't get it to go. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Now here's Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Takes a three. And Cleveland another three.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. They trail by 3. Oh, sweet move. Right wing. Outside Sharp. Pass to Avdia. Back to Sharp. Launches a 3. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland leading by 3. Mobley with it. Avdia picks him up. Beyond the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. For Portland, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Sharp. Over Strus. Portland again missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Mitchell from deep. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Sharp passes to Avdia to stop the run. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Mobley, no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
This one for 3. And Avdia with the basket on the assist by Simons. Avdia's got 6.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Back to Garland. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right side Mitchell. The 3 ball. Can't get it to fall. Now 3 for 5 in this one. Portland has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the 3-point line in this first quarter. They get it back. Back to Avdia. Here's Kamari. And here's Simons outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's all tied up in Portland. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
On the court for the Cavaliers. Green out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Okoro. And it's Mobley in at the 5. Henderson with it. And it's Hunter picking him up. Outside Thibault. 3-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in. And here's Hunter from the arc. He buries it from 3. Hunter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the paint. Here's Klingon. Outside for Grant. Pass to Kamari. There's the 3. They get the rebound. To the wing, right side. Henderson for 3. And he buries his first look.
He's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
Grant against Hunter. Grant with a steal. Thibault against Green. Thibault passes to Grant. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray.
High-effort plays tend to pay off for Grant on offense. He knows how to work his way to a shot.
Grant against Hunter. Pass to Mobley. Outside Hunter. Okoro outside. Takes the three. And Klingon pulls it down. Portland leading by 3. Here's Kamari. Now Henderson. Thibault passes to Henderson. Clock at 6. Now here's Grant for 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Okoro. Jerome on the wing. Over Henderson. Oh, drains the 19-footer. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Here's Klingon. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul. Williams is checked in for Portland. Strus, he's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Green. Henderson for 3. Drains the triple. Henderson's got 6.
Yeah, something Henderson is still working on, getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
And here's Hunter for 3. This is another, just 1 of 4 from the floor. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Williams and the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's foul number 2 for him. So Portland ends up going with a new group. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jerome. And here's Simons outside. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Sharp. And the 3 off target. 1:14 left to play in the second quarter. Hunter with the ball. Avdia picks him up. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Pass to Avdia. And here's Ayton. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Outside Hunter. And it's Denny Avdia with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Blazers making a change here. Walker's checked in. Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mobley comes in for Hunter. 36 seconds left in the second period. That evens the score. Garland's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
It's stolen by Garland. Got a piece of it. Walker with it. He's picked up by Garland. There's Simons with a 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mitchell finds Strus. Oh, leaving no doubt on the break. Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Pass to Ayton. The 3 is up. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
The tray at the horn knocks it all up. They have the momentum going into the locker room.
It's all tied up in Portland. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
They've got Jabari Walker and Freddie Simons out there with Shaden Sharp. Then there's Abdia, and it's Reith in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Reith. Fires from deep. Mobley grabs the board. Pass to Strus from behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. Strus has got 9.
Well, Allen is usually the last stop the ball makes, but he selflessly gives it up to a wide-open guy.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's Reith. Lets the 3 fly.
This is Allen's role. He's out there to defend first and foremost and make an impact with his length.
Pass to Mitchell. Wide open. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Simons. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. These are his first free throws of the game. And Stan, they always say for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
Now here's Garland. 6 to shoot. Outside Strus. Pass to Mitchell. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist by Mitchell. Strus has got 6 in the quarter. Simons with it. Picked up by Allen. Walker for 3. Counted from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Garland. There's a screen. Mitchell, the pass to Strus. Garland with the ball. Outside Strus. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. Kamara comes in for Walker. Pass to Abdia. Ayton with a screen. Here's Sharp. Simons outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And some changes here for Portland. Jeremy Grant comes in for Sharp. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Simons. And Cleveland with a change here too. Hunter's checked in. Now here's Mitchell. 14 points for him. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Pulls it from the corner. Hunter can't get it to go. Portland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Abdia from outside hits a 3-pointer. Abdia's got 9 points.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
On the wing, Mitchell. Looking to win the run. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Grant outside. Into the lane. Abdia outside. Ayton, a screen on Allen. Abdia can't get it to go. For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. On the wing, Mitchell. Outside Hunter. The 3 is up. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Abdia against Mobley. Abdia can't get it to go. Cleveland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Mitchell finds Garland. Back to Mitchell. Fires the 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, great vision. I mean, this is where Garland takes it to another level offensively.
Grant with it, picked up by Allen. Grant the pass to Henderson. Back to Grant. From outside the arc. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Right side Garland to the inside. The kick to Hunter. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. And it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Avdia from outside, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. The Cavaliers are... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Darius Garland is out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's Max Strus. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Hunter in at the 4. Here's Jerome. Portland making their last shot. Hunter up top. Williams defending. They get it back.
Not an easy rebound at all. But when you win that kind of battle, it gets your blood pumping.
Here's the 3. Thibault, that's good. Thibault's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Now here's Hunter. Pass to Jerome. Back to Garland. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Thibault, a screen on Garland. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Blazers making a change here. Simons checked in. Okiki's checked in for the Cavaliers.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he makes a first. Jared Allen, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And so Simons nails both of them.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Jerome attacking. Allen outside. Back to Jerome. Pass to Garland. To end the run. Fires in the triple.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
A different look for Cleveland. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jerome. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Back to Simons. Buries it from 3. Simons got 5 points in the quarter.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. Back to Mitchell. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Portland leading by 3. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
4th team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
That puts them over the foul limit with plenty of time left. They have to be careful now.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Here's Kamari, up top Avdia. Pass to Aiden. Now Simons. The three is up. Donovan Mitchell with a board. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Garland finds Mitchell. Now here's Strus.
2 minutes in the game.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. The shot's good.
And these are exactly the moments where you find out if a player's tough enough for the NBA. And Sharp showing no fear in a clutch situation.
Now here's Garland. Back to Strus. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Offline with a 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Three-pointer Sharp. They get it back. Abdia outside. Goes up again. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Garland against Simons. Strus the pass to Mobley. Back to Strus. The 3 from Mitchell. Mobley outside. Cleveland again missing. Now Portland with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Sharp. Launches it. The rebound by Allen.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And here's Strus outside. Portland with a rebound. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Garland. Mitchell, the pass to Garland. Now Mitchell, guarded by Sharp. Back to Mitchell. Takes the 3. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. From deep, Mobley. And Ayton pulls it down. Mitchell up top. He shoots it. And so Portland takes the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get